Hi everybody, welcome back. The video that you just watched on editing and producing a DVD on the new editing system, or what was then the new editing system, is actually about a year and a half old at this point. So this is an update a year and a half later, and wanted to give you some additional information here. At that time, we were primarily using this setup for with our chemistry classes and some of our science classes that were using videos to create short movies as part of their assignments towards the end of the year. And that's primarily what this was oriented for at the time we made it. We've had a few changes since then. First off, being that now we have a multimedia class that is focused more on using this software and producing professional videos and so on. But one of the bigger things that's even more important is the fact that we now have a website dedicated to showing student projects that are created using this equipment, including the videos. What I wanted to talk to you a little bit about here, just very briefly, is what you need to do from a technical standpoint to make your videos compatible with this website. Now, previously, our primary method of sharing videos was to create DVD files, and that's what we showed you in the original editing video. Now our focus is a little bit away from that. It's more towards creating videos that we can post to the website. There is a section on the Showcase website under More for the chemistry class videos, and you see we've already got some from the previous year loaded in there so that you can see kind of how they came out. We are hoping to be able to populate that with a number of videos that you guys can share with some of the other students and your friends, family, and so on. So we do encourage you to try to use this as much as possible as a new resource for you for that. Now, in terms of the technical side of it, I'll pop the editor back up here. Previously, when you tried to do when you exported media, you would come in and do an export media, and we'll open this back up. Okay. We would do our encoding from here, and previously we were doing them as usually an MPEG-2 for DVD, which was this selection right here. And we'll give it a minute here to open up. There we go. This is what we were showing you in the video as far as how to go in and encode that for a file that you're ready to export to the Adobe Encore software and make a DVD. Now, the thing about it is this down converts your existing video to standard definition in order to be compatible with the DVD, which is standard def. The other options up here, you've got the H.264 for Blu-ray, which is there in the menu. What we're wanting to do for the website to encode it for that, you're going to use either the MPEG-4 or the Windows Media. Now with Windows Media, that's kind of my own personal preference there, just because it makes the file very portable. You can play it back on any of the machines here in the school, and it is, you know that you don't have any compatibility issues in terms of using it with Media Player. So if you go into that brings up our options here. And what you'll want to use then for the preset is going to be the HD 1080p 30 frames, which is what our cameras for the most part shooting around here. We have several different types of cameras now. Originally we just had the flip camera that you've seen in the original editing video. We now also have some consumer type full HD type cameras that shoot in 1920 by 1080. The flip cameras are actually a little bit smaller than that in terms of the frame size. So there's a little bit of adapting you've got to do there, as you've seen in the first video. But the consumer grade cameras will shoot in the 1920 by 1080 format. We also have a professional camera now that the media production class uses. So there's the different types of cameras we've got. But for our purposes, most things you're going to do 1080p, which is that mode, and you'll export this file up here and give it a name. And as you can see, we've already exported this program previously. but you would go ahead and give it a name and export your video in high def, and then that can be imported into the website and posted there. The process on that is you would turn your video for your class into your instructor, and to have it uploaded to the website, either Mrs. Brennan or Mr. Tilley are the administrators for the website within the high school, or Mr. Bull is the administrator for the website at the middle school. And they have the tools and passwords and so on to do the uploading of the videos. So just a little add-on for you there, that doing it to this type of file will save you time, because you won't have to go through the process of making the actual DVD. You still have that option, obviously, if you want to make a copy for yourself to take home. So just one more option for you here in terms of our tools that we've got set up for you to produce these now. And we now have a total of 3 editing systems in the school district, 2 of them right now at the high school, 1 at the middle school. They look slightly different, but in terms of the basic specifications and the software configuration, they're all about the same. One important thing that you should probably keep in mind is when you do your projects, you're best to try to keep it all into one folder and name your folder based on what the project is. Don't put anything in the My Documents folder on the workstation or the Pictures folder on the workstation, and put it all into one folder with your name on it or with the project name on it. The reason I tell you that is if for some reason there would be a problem with one of the editing systems, it makes it so that you can go in and copy your folder from the D drive over to the D drive on one of the other editing systems, and be back in business and continue working on your project with very minimal interruption. Otherwise, if you have to go to My Documents and find some files there, and then you got to go to the Pictures file and find some files there, it gets very confusing. And if Windows were to crash on a system, the D drive usually will survive. The C drive is usually what has to be erased and started over from scratch. You have a far better chance of us being able to recover your work from the D drive than you would the other. So bear that in mind as you work on these projects, that you want to be sure and put it on the D drive, and that there is a reason for that. So that's just kind of a quick run through on some of the new updates since then, and if you're interested, you can continue viewing the rest of the videos here on the website that include information on the production control room and some of the audio and video production facilities there. And then there's an updated file that, or an updated video production one that shows some more advanced techniques for the media production class to use in creating newscasts, basically. And then we'll continue to add additional videos to this site as topics come up that people are interested in learning how to do. So enjoy, and good luck with your projects.